Can you imagine flying a tiny plane all by yourself cross-country for an entire week? Well, that's exactly what today's first Hall of Fame guest did. John Kevin Hill made the Guinness World Book of Records when he became the youngest person to fly from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. On a perfect June morning, 11-year-old John Kevin Hill prepared his Cessna 210 for flight, along with the instructor who had to go with him because he was underage to fly alone. Then, while reporters looked on, John took off, soaring toward a goal he was determined to reach. The 3,500-mile cross-country journey would take a week to complete, with John stopping along the way only to sleep. The rest of the time, he remained at the controls. Finally, under clear conditions, John approached Washington's National Airport. He had done it! He had become the youngest person to fly coast to coast. It was an incredible moment of victory. Everybody, please welcome John Kevin Hill. How did you start flying?
Well, every Sunday, me and my dad used to go out to the airport and just look at planes, and there was a Discovery flight, so I took that, started flying, and I never stopped.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to fly cross-country by yourself?
Well, I looked in the Guinness Book of World Records, and they didn't have a kid that flew across the United States or anywhere, so that's what I do, and I like it.
You thought you could?
Mm-hmm.
So you decided to try it?
So I decided to try it, and I did it.
That's cool. It's good. I know it was exciting, but were there any really scary moments?
Well, over the Appalachians, there was a big storm, and you're flying along, and you just get sucked in. You just started moving towards the plane. It's just like a roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster.
Yeah. And it's a lot of wind, and it's pretty scary. But
Wow. Now that you've overcome that, is there any other adventures that you want to seek out or continue?
Yeah, I have one more goal, and that is to fly around the world. And I'm doing that.
You think you can do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's really.
Yeah.
What would you say to other kids who have a dream similar and just as hard or more difficult? What would you say to them?
Well, if you have a dream, make sure you fulfill that dream and do it.
Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck on your Around the World. Let's hear it for John Kevin Hill. Brandy, who's next? Our next guest travels pretty fast herself, but instead of using a plane, she uses a horse. Rachel Millimaki is the pro rodeo barrel racing champion of Montana. That means she races around barrels on horseback. Here's Rachel in competition.
She's 11 years old, and she doesn't even think of this as anything else but another rodeo. She said there's no pressure. I can't believe it. Look at this. 11 years old, Rachel Millimaki.
Please welcome Rachel Millimaki. Did you win that race?
Yes, I did.
Now, barrel racing is a very unusual sport. Why did you pick barrel racing?
Well, my mom had done it and when I got there, and so she offered me the chance to ride horses and barrel race, and I just grew with it. What do you like most about doing that, though? I like the action. The action. How fast do you actually go? I go actually about 34 miles per hour.
Ooh, that's fast. That's almost like being in the car. Have you ever fallen off or got hurt or anything like that?
Well, maybe if the horse falls down, but I've never had usually any serious injuries.
Yes. Well, we're definitely glad about that. But we're happy that you could be here today. Thank you.
I'm happy too. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Randy, tell us about our next honoree.
Well, Albert, he's 14 years old and has been singing since he was 3. The music he sings has a very important history. Here's Damon and Rocky with gospel singer Goldie Irby. Goldie, before we hear you perform, can you tell us what gospel is and how it got started?
Well, gospel music is a form of music that got started in the time of slavery. Slaves would go out and into the cotton fields and the tobacco fields, and as they would pick cotton or whatever, they would sing and they would hum, and that were called hymns, and they made up their own lyrics to get through the day.
That's great. What do you enjoy most about gospel singing?
Well, I enjoy about gospel singing is how it makes me feel, and it also, gospel music is music that you can really relate to with the problems of the world and all the situations that the world is facing now. So.
All right, well, Goldie, why don't we hear you sing and play the piano? Everyone, Goldie Irby. And you play the piano great. Thank you for joining us and sharing a bit of history with us. Thank you. Randy, I think it's time to do the honors now. John, Rachel, Goldie, come receive your awards. On behalf of all the members of the club, we'd like to welcome you into the Mickey Mouse Club Hall of Fame. John Kevin Hill, we give you the Mickey Award for inspiration and also for a record-setting determination. Rachel Milwaukee represents you with the Mickey Award for just plain fun and also for being one of the best rodeo barrel racers in the world. Goldie Irby, this Mickey Award for performance is for helping preserve a very important part of American history and sharing it with everyone. Congratulations.